Do you like eggplant? Or are you sick of eating so much meat but think that vegetarian food is worthless? If the answer is yes, you are at the right place, because I'm about to show you how to make a meatless yet delicious eggplant parmesan that tastes like meat. First, we need an eggplant. Thinly slice each eggplant about 1/4 of an inch. It's okay if the slices are not perfectly even. You have to prep each slice, so this part can get a little annoying. I recommend making the slices when you have time and freezing them. That way, you will have eggplant slices ready to go when you want to make some eggplant parm. Otherwise, this recipe can take a few hours to make. So here I am slicing the eggplants as thin as I can. I don't know why I'm slicing them like this, because it's the most unprofessional and clumsy way possible. It's actually really hard chopping things sitting at a dining table. At least that's my excuse. Usually I'm not this slow at chopping, but I'm trying to make them as even as possible for you guys. If you have a mandolin or a veggie slicer, just use those. So I don't know if you guys like eggplant, but I'm personally not a big fan of it. But I tried my friend Christine's mom's eggplant parm and I really liked it. And she taught me some tips and tricks to make it, and that's how I came up with this recipe. So I hope you guys give this a shot. It tastes really good. Even my husband, who thinks vegetarian food is trash, thinks this tastes good. Once you're done slicing the eggplants, line some baking sheets with paper towel and start laying your eggplant slices on the sheets. Trying to play Tetris here and fit as many slices as possible. And then what you're gonna do is sprinkle the eggplant slices with some salt. You don't need a ton of salt here, you just need a few salt flakes for each slice. The purpose of this is to draw out any extra moisture from the eggplant and also to draw out the bitter flavor of the eggplant. Once you're done salting all the eggplant slices, leave them out on the counter for about an hour. And here are the eggplants. After an hour, you can tell that there's some moisture collected. And you will rinse each slice under running water. I know, it's annoying. I know it seems counterintuitive to wash the eggplant after drawing out all that moisture from it, but it'll be too salty if you don't wash them, so gotta wash them. Line some more baking sheets with more paper towels. If you haven't noticed, there's a lot of paper towel use in this recipe. So put the eggplant slices on the paper towel and we are going to dry each slice. Yep, each slice. Are you annoyed yet? Because at this point, I was pretty annoyed. So keep patting and keep drying. You'll get there. Yeah, at this point, I was just done with drying the eggplant slices. But anyways, we are done somehow, and we have these beautiful eggplant slices. Line some baking sheets with foil. I used about 3 pans for this recipe. And lightly grease them with baking spray. And now we are ready to dredge the eggplant slices. In the first dish, you need some flour and some salt, and whisk them together. In the second bowl, we need the egg mixture. So crack all of the eggs into a measuring cup or a bowl and add some milk into it. I usually use whole milk, but I ran out of it, and that's why I'm using Oatly here. And you want to end up with a pretty watery mixture, so if your mixture seems too thick, make sure you add some more milk. And once you're done whisking the eggs, pour it into the baking dish and whisk some more to make sure everything is incorporated. The third bowl is easy, it's just breadcrumbs. So here we have the 3 dredging stations. I'm going to dredge each slice. So dip the eggplant slices into the flour and make sure both sides are coated very thoroughly. And put the floured slices into the egg mixture and use chopsticks or a fork to flip them over so they can be coated on both sides. The reason why I'm using chopsticks for the egg part is because your fingers will really get clumpy and dirty if you use your fingers for the egg station too. My fingers will get dirty anyway, but I'm going to try to avoid too much gunk. And after the egg part, move the slices to the breadcrumb bowl and make sure the slices are coated very evenly with no blank spots. And after the slices are coated with breadcrumbs, transfer them to the greased baking pans. Honestly, this part takes really long, so it's helpful if you have 2 people working on this. So once all the eggplant slices are ready to go into the oven, bake them at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes and flip the slices over halfway. So 10 minutes and then flip and another 10 minutes. So I didn't get to film the eggplant slices after they were baked, but I'm going to show you guys how to freeze it in advance so you can use it later. You need some plastic wrap, or you can use a parchment paper too, and gather the eggplant slices into like a tower or a cylinder shape. Just stack them together. And once you have a good amount of slices, just wrap it with the plastic wrap the best way you can. And here are my beautiful eggplant slices. I'm going to put them in a plastic bag for extra protection. And these will go into the freezer. They last quite a while, so you can pull some out whenever you want to make eggplant parm. That way it saves you some time when you're actually cooking. So this is actually a couple days later after I made those slices, and I'm going to show you how to assemble your eggplant parm. Spray your baking pan with an oil spray and spread some tomato sauce on the bottom. Now we're going to lay our first layer of eggplant slices. This is the first time I'm doing a voiceover just because subtitling seemed to take too long. But let me know if you guys like this or if you guys prefer captions. I can always go back to that. And we're going to put some ricotta cheese. You don't need a ton on each slice, just a little bit for flavor. And then we're going to top that with some more pasta sauce. And now we will put a second layer of eggplant slices. And top that with sauce. Now we're going to top it with cheese. I'm using pre-shredded mozzarella cheese here, but I really recommend fresh mozzarella because it tastes better and it also stays stretchy longer. After the mozzarella, sprinkle some Parmesan cheese. And here I also recommend grating your own Parmesan cheese. Now we're going to put our third layer of eggplant slices. And now we're going to put the last layer of mozzarella cheese, so sprinkle a good amount. And a final sprinkling of Parmesan cheese. And now our eggplant parm is ready to go into the oven. Bake this at 400 degrees for about 25 minutes. And look at my eggplant parm. It looks so good. I'm gonna serve this with some chickpea pasta. Look at that. Just look at that.
Does it taste like eggplant?
Tastes like meat.
Tastes like meat?
There you have it. Eggplant parm. It's so delicious. I hope you guys make it.